Hi, this is Nicole Troutman, Research and Instruction Librarian with Tennessee State University, here to share with you yet another open educational resource. Now, for those of you who are new to this program, an open educational resource is a reliable scholarly source that you can access free of charge. I know that a lot of academic sources cost a pretty penny to access, or you have to be affiliated with some organization to get free access. Open educational resources are different, um, and that they're available to everyone. And we provide these on our website free of charge to anybody out there with internet access. You do not need to be affiliated with Tennessee State University to gain access to these resources for your research projects. So, before we get started, anyone who's interested in being updated on new videos for this program, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, as usual, is get you guys to Tennessee State University Library's website. You'll type Tennessee State University Library into your search bar and hit enter. Here we have Libraries and Media Center, Tennessee State University. Go ahead and click on that, and it'll bring you to our home page. Now, I will provide the link for the open educational resource that we will be viewing today in the description so that you can have a shortcut. But I like to show you guys how to get here the long way in case you're curious about exploring other resources we have. So, again, we're now on the home page. You're going to go to Use Our Services, all the way down to Scholarly Communications, and then we'll scroll down to Open Educational Resources. This will take you to a wonderful research guide. This section here talks about open educational resources, what they are, why they are, how they're created. If you're curious about all the details, this is the spot to go. If you scroll down, you will see that we have open educational resources sorted out by subject area. So if you're doing a research project and want to see if we have a resource that will fit, you can go ahead and check here and see if you can find a subject area that might line up with what you are researching. Today, we're going to go to General OER. And instead of going to our usual list, today we're going to visit Merlot. Now, Merlot is a wonderful open educational resource. It has a ton of materials. It's got courses, it's got textbooks, all sorts of great things. So I'm going to show you guys what is in Merlot and how to utilize it. So this is the main page. Of course, you can search from here, but let's go ahead and get into the depths of Merlot first. So here we can click Browse, and you can choose Materials. So over here they have a collection of materials, their whole collection. Over here, you can filter it by discipline or material type. So let's say, see, we've got animations, we've got hybrid or blending courses. There's all sorts of neat materials in here. So let's say that you want reference material. Go ahead and click that and it will cut everything else out. So the only thing that you'll be sorting through is the reference material. You don't have to dig through everything. If you want that to be in arts, go ahead and click there. Now it's reference materials, but only focused on the arts so that you don't have to dig through all the other subjects to find what you're looking for. And this helps bring down the numbers that you have to dig through. Here we've got platforms, if there's a specific platform you want, like your Android or your BlackBerry or your Apple. And then there's other filters here, like say you want stuff that only has peer reviews or user ratings. You can click that and it will bring up stuff strictly to these specifications. So now we'll go back to browse and we'll hit members. And this will show you all of the members. Now, you can sort them by discipline. You can sort the member type, like are they faculty? Are they a student? Uh, if there's certain categories you're looking for, like nonprofit, corporation, you can select that. And then there's other filters down here for those who are peer reviewers, has authored materials, so on and so forth. Here you can sort through learning exercises. And again, you can filter it by discipline so you don't have to dig through all of the other subjects to find what you're looking for. They might have some neat stuff in here. So like here, they've got a game to help students learn more about artwork analysis. I mean, there's just a bunch of neat little resources to help people retain the information. I've always found that people retain things better if they're having fun. I've always retained things better if I'm having fun. I've learned more from my favorite TV shows and retained it than in my history lectures because the TV show is more interesting, unless the lecturer is very good. Here you can look at bookmark collections. Now, this is neat. You can build your own. So the whole purpose of these is so that you can bookmark materials and organize them into collections to make them easier for you to find when you come back on the website. In addition to that, you can browse bookmark collections that are already available in this section here. And of course, you can filter again by discipline, so you don't have to dig through all the other subjects. Go back to browse. We can go to course portfolios. So these are all courses that are available on this resource. So you can view all these courses. Again, we can go ahead and bring down numbers by going to discipline. And you can select like specific courses, like say you need a course for ninth grade mathematics. Here we go. So open the e-portfolio in a new window so I don't lose my place. Here we got prerequisites, the pedagogical approach and learning outcome, assessment and other information, and then the course resources. Here's their textbook. And you can open it here, go to material. The page is not found for this one. That was unfortunate to learn. So normally, and I will show you this in another section later, normally it will actually take you to either textbook or to a link where you can obtain the textbook. You can also search or browse for peer reviews. So if you just want to look at the reviews on the materials in here, you can go ahead and search for them there. And as you can see, this over here is the same as this menu up here. So if you don't want to go to this menu, you can click over here. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same. That one has communities, and here we've got virtual speakers. So, but it's close enough. So we've got review boards here. So if there's a specific review board that you want to look at the reviews from, look at the virtual speakers bureau. So these are all speakers on subjects, and you can filter them out by discipline, by member type, by affiliation, like are they with nonprofit, are they with education? And then of course there's other filters here. Go ahead and view the discipline index in a new window. So this shows all the disciplines that they have available on Merlot. And we can go ahead and click the arrow. Let's take a look at humanities to see exactly what subjects are within these different disciplines. Now, this might be really useful because sometimes I know when I'm looking for something and I think it's going to be under one discipline, I wind up finding out that it's under a completely different discipline all together just because of the way things are organized and the way this particular material was put into the website. So it never hurts to go ahead and look and see kind of what areas these cover, and it can open your mind. So if you're having troubles finding something, you think, well, maybe, just maybe be covered by this. I've had times where it's like a slim chance my topic was be covered by a certain discipline, and I was like desperate, and so I checked, and then lo and behold, there it was. So we have all the disciplines here or the different courses here in humanities subjects. Um, the grayed out ones do not have subdisciplines, so you don't have to open those, but these have other subdisciplines that you can look at. English, you've got language or literature, and it kind of sorts them out. There's history, so on and so forth. Now this is kind of cool, RSS. So, this is a way to use Merlot's materials. You can put links to them on your websites to provide access for your own courses, um, or for your own instructional endeavors, your own websites, whatever it is you want to use them for, wherever you want to provide them. You can actually provide access. So you can go on here and you can select discipline and then select exactly what it is you want. So for this here, it's actually going to keep you updated as to when they get new stuff. So you can select that. And then here you can select who are the new members in Merlot. And you can get the RSS. So this will actually give you the URL to post. So let's go back over here because I want to show you communities. They have communities based around different subject areas. And these communities have information like they work together to compile information on these different subjects. So these communities are really good for finding resources. You can actually bookmark these, or you can go to the portal. You can access this even if you aren't a member. You do have to be a member to contribute to the community, however. So if you have something you want to contribute, you actually need to be signed up as a member through here in order to contribute something and be logged in. Up here, you see Hi Nicole. That's usually where the login button is. And of course, there's advanced search here, but we'll go over that later. So here's the English community portal. So here is welcome from the editor. These are new materials, new members. These are materials by discipline. So if you're looking for literature materials, go ahead and click on that. And it will hone it down to just literature materials in there. And of course, we've got drama, poetry, prose fiction, prose nonfiction, if you want to slim it down further. Here we've got professional organizations and journals and publications. And then here's some links to English on the web. You can access communities up here, academic discipline, academic support, academic partners, and industry partners. If you go up here to add, you can add material to Merlot if you're a member. You can create materials with Content Builder, and you can create a course portfolio. So let's take a look at this. So you kind of see what we're looking at. So here you would put in the website, the title, the disciplines that it pertains to. Here's a description, keywords that they would use to search for it, an image, Um, Material type, here's the primary audience. So they have the different education levels, languages, authors. So you may be the author or you may know the authors. Here's the different formats and requirements. And you say that you're not a robot and submit. And hang on. Then create materials with Content Builder. Get started. You can actually create a whole website. You can choose templates. You can create a whole website based on your research or your skills and knowledge to help others learn. This is super cool. I really like this, and I definitely intend to play more with it when I get a chance. And then you create a course e-portfolio. So if you've got a course that you want to share, you can share it here. Um, Again, you've got to be a member to share these things, but this is a possibility if you're a member. This is what you can do to contribute to the open educational resources. To your title, your description, prerequisites, like what do they need to know before starting this course? Here's your pedagogical approach and your learning outcomes, your assessment methodology and other information. Now over here you can look at partner benefits. Here's partner only materials. So this is a benefit of partnering with Merlot. Here's materials from your institution. My institution is Tennessee State University. So this is materials that people from my college have contributed. So I can go through and see stuff that was contributed by my peers here at my university. And I can see the members from my institution as well, which is really exciting. So I can say, oh, hey, maybe there's people I know in here. Then we can connect that way. Here we've got news and information. Merlot metrics. So this is recent activity, members, materials, etc., etc. So if you're curious about that, you can find it there, our conference. So this is a bit outdated, but they are virtual. Let's see. You can access information about current concert or conference, the upcoming conference here. And these will kind of give you what went on at these conferences. Here. Here's programs and projects. So we got affordable learning solutions, community development, customized partner portals, and open textbooks. This is all information on the stuff you find here on Merlot. Open educational resources, how it's put together, why it's put together, etc., etc., how this page works with it. Here we have Media Center. So this is all the other ways you can stay linked. You've got your social media pages, YouTube channel, all sorts of ways. Here you can find their blog. which it will not allow me to access on this computer because I'm on college network. So I could probably access it from home, but here's their Facebook, their Twitter, and their YouTube page if you want to access those. It'll bring it up for you. So here you can learn about Merlot, who they are. You can see their collection, their technologies. You can become a partner, peer review information, faculty development, policies and practices. Learn about their conference, accessibility, and their DEI statement. So this is where you find information about Merlot. And here you've got Skills Commons. So let's do workforce solutions. So this is useful for helping to prepare workers for employment. So if you're looking for employment or want to help someone gain skills that will help them to find employment, this is a good place to look. Here's about Skills Commons if you're curious, you want more information. You've got their mission, their history, their milestones. You can read about it here. And then if you go to the search page, it takes you back to that Skills Commons page and you can search for what you need there. All right, now let's do some searching. So you can do advanced search by materials or members. I'm looking for a specific subject. I'm not specific on which materials I want. I just want to see what they have for right now. But if there's a certain thing you're looking for, like you specifically want textbooks, you specifically want online courses, you can select that there. If there's a certain member you want involved with what you're searching for, you can select members to filter it out. So let's go ahead and do King Arthur. Which I also found, and this is why I put King Arthur in, because I kind of want to direct towards that. But earlier when I was looking up Celtic history, a book on Arthurian legends actually came up in here. It was really interesting. So you can go in here. So this here is a free textbook that's offered. I told you I was going to show you how this works when it's actually working. So here you click go to material and it'll take you that's taking you to material on another site. It will open a new window so you don't lose your place. So this is available on Amazon. And you can obtain it here. We have it for sale. Yeah, I think I had issues with this with something else I was looking at too. But like it's 99 cents on Kindle, so it's, it won't break the bank if you wanted to purchase this for your own education. You know what? It might be that's what it is. It's probably, I know if you have Kindle Unlimited, you could actually find it for free through Kindle. Amazon and Kindle have been weird lately. So here's another free one. This one is an online course. Now this is really cool. I wanted to show you one of these too. So you can either go to more information to learn more about it. It will give you description, more about the materials, the website. Here's other things related. And then if we go to the material, here's your online course. So you've got your syllabus, your instructor insights, all these different topics here. Here's readings that are assigned. Here are the assignments. It's your syllabus again. So this is your whole course. So you can use this as a template for your own course. You can dig in and try to study from this, which is what I intend to do later on when I get time. Um, you can use this for your own research. Uh, that's that's the plus side of having these open educational resources. They're here to help you learn and to help you teach, and they're phenomenal. So there's the course that we saw. Let's go back, see what else they have. Here they've got a mythology folklore fully online course. Orientation. So how you go about your design and introduction. Use materials from that. Now over here, yes, we went over that already. So let's look up, I'll take history. So here is where it can get challenging. Sometimes you will not find everything. I mean, it's neat. You can see kind of where it relates to other things. And there is actually some books on Celtic history. This is one I actually snagged a copy of myself when I found it. I was very excited. I have it downloaded on Kindle on my phone so I can read it at my leisure. Um, but yeah, you can look up a topic and it'll kind of show you what's related, which may broaden your search and bring you into a new direction that might be helpful that you didn't think of, or it might show you that, you need to look fiddle with your keywords. Um, so yes, let's go and look. Yeah, here's your advanced search option. You got your advanced material search, your advanced member search. Let's look at this just so we can see it. So here you can put your keywords, your discipline, partner, and then select audience, material type, any of these things to act as filters for your search. And then member search will be kind of the same thing. You find members in certain disciplines. If you're looking for a specific member, these filters might help you get closer to that member because you know what their discipline is and what they do. And of course, we have all the same stuff down here along the bottom that we just went through up at the top. And here, if you're a member, this is kind of cool. You actually you can fiddle with your profile to give more information on what you do. I put my skills and interests in, my education history. I'm planning on updating all this later. Publications, if you have publications, you can put those in. Teaching experience, languages, all sorts of information so that people on Merlot can get to know you a little better. And you have your own content builder, takes you back to that create a website. So that is the other way to get to that. So yes, this is Merlot. And I know it's big and this one actually has a lot going on in it, but I really hope you enjoy working with it. I know I will. I like that it has such a broad range of subjects and age ranges. It makes it very, very useful. Really like Merlot. So I will go ahead and leave you with that. And I will see you next time.